One of the worst kind of people in the world is the narcissistic. I'm okay, I think. One of the worst kind of people in the world is a narcissistic devil woman. And that's not me. That's not me making a video trying to bash nobody. That's not me making a video trying to bash nobody. That's me making a video telling nothing but the truth. One of the worst kind of people you could ever meet in your life is a narcissistic demon evil succubus. Me a sweet black and mild plastic. Sweet black and mild plastic. I didn't say anything about a lighter, sir. I need a lighter though. One of the worst people on the face of the earth. I'm gonna tell you what the worst people on the face of the earth are. One of the worst people on the face of the earth is a woman that'll come into your life and they had nothing from the start. Nothing on their mind. This has to be probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life, and it can make you kill yourself or make you kill somebody. One of the worst things in your life. But it's my fault. I had a baby by a stranger. I had a baby by somebody that's a terrible human being. They never ever had teamwork on their mind. They never had love on their mind. They never had family on their mind. The only thing that was on their mind from the very beginning was my resources and my inheritance. That's the only thing they had on their mind. And I'm going to tell you something. You have to go to the courthouse on these people, because when these people, once you find out who they are and what they've done to you and how they've used you and abused you and done everything they could to you for whatever fucking reason, and you gave them nothing but everything you had. You gave them everything you had, every dime, every resource. You gave them everything. And now once you find out who the fuck they really are, and you cut their ass off from your resources because they thought you were really boo-boo the goddamn food. They thought you were really boo-boo the food, but you were just trying to be nice to them because you procreated with them. But when you found out who they really are, you cut them off from their resources. You cut them off from your resources, and they find out, oh shit, I can't use this nigga for the rest of my life. I can't do this nigga the way I thought I was gonna be able to do this nigga for the rest of my life. They discard you, and they get rid of you, and they move on to the next supply. I learned all that shit on the internet, but I didn't know what I was dealing with. But now I really know it. They discard you. They move on to they move on from you and go on to the next person. Then they'll have a baby with that person. And if they can't use that person for the rest of their life and live for free and live off of their money and shit like that, if they can't do that for the rest of their life, they move on to the next person until somebody kill them. I just had to get that off my chest. That's all. That's it. That's all, as they say. When they realize they can't use you and you cut them off from your resources, bro, and these are the type of people that'll make you go to jail. So what I'm gonna do is sit back and chill. Even if she run off with my baby, it is what it is. She was nothing, bro. She was a horrible person. She's a fucking horrible demon, bro. And that ain't me bashing her. That's me speaking the straight truth. We ain't done nothing. I gave that girl all our money. Gave her everything. Gave her everything. And a person would probably look at me and say, let me borrow a lighter, please. Can I borrow a lighter? Can I borrow a lighter? Can I just use the lighter outside? So, OG, you got a lighter? My man, you got a lighter? You got a lighter? So, what they'll do is, they'll discard you. You know what's crazy about that, though? A motherfucker like that, not only did they use me, came down here and tore my shit up, too. Broke all my TVs, put holes in the wall of my condo, didn't want to develop no relationship with my mama, nothing. But the crazy part about it is, what I don't understand, the crazy part about it is, motherfucker was doing that while we was giving them everything. Got your car out of repo. I want to say we got your car out of repo twice. Let you live for free. Air condition, heat, everything. Gave this motherfucker everything. And in return, that motherfucker just gave me her ass to kiss. And guess what? Gonna want to run off with my baby or leave the baby with me. But guess what though? Only thing you do, I gotta stay off that bottle because it's gonna make me too emotional and I'll crash out. But what you do is you stay off that bottle, and this when you really get right with the Lord and pray and pray and pray and don't crash out. And God gonna bless you. God gonna give me more than I ever thought I could ever have. I'm gonna finally be $100,000 nigga. I'm gonna be on the Royal Caribbeans and all kind of shit. Cause that's what you call a dog. That's a demon, that's a devil. The only thing you do with that right there, you just let God deal with people like that. That's all. But you got to be real strong, Sleeping Giant. You got to be real strong. It's gonna be painful,